All right, Benediology here, speaking about again health is wealth, health, wellness, taking care of your mind, body, soul, and spirit each and every day. Um, I got a few supplements that I want to speak about. This is one of them. Has sea moss in it and turmeric and a bunch of different variations of nutrients and proteins and also supplements that can help your body heal and recover, and always have preventative properties as well. So I'm not sponsored by this company, but I do recommend it as a central uh, vitamin recommend for each and every day that you can take, and it's good for you. Also, too, um, this is another ageless. It's called ageless muscle. It's good for you. I take it as well. It's not anything for muscle growth. It's just for energy, basically. As you work out, you want something that can help you recover. Recover those muscles because every time when you work out, and if you don't know, you tear down your muscles, and this will be something that will help you recover and recover faster. When you have that day off. Again, this is not a product that I'm not sponsored by the company, but I do recommend in order to better yourself, as you work out and better recovery time. Uh, yep, I never. Also, too, I just get just so as you work out and get you a bottle of water. You know, there's so many different myths. Do drink water, don't drink water, drink. You know, a gallon of water. While you're drinking, and so on and so on. Whatever that works for you. If you having a lack of water deficiency, as you work out and you feel like you need to get some water, get you some water. I mean, like I said, you have to find out what works for you. Old saying, what works for Joe may not work for Mo. That's a true statement. I learned that, as I grew, guys were, you know, naturally and genetically built, just was something they hereditary they inherit. And for me, I worked out, and couldn't do nothing, just worked out just as long as them and everything that I had to learn that maybe I don't have to work out as long, because for me, for them, they're slow burning calories and I'm burning calories fast. So I had to realize, man, I can't just be doing all this here, calisthenics and uh, things like that, and a lot of aerobics and all of this, a lot of running, that was working for me, I would do all that, and wouldn't gain a pound, a muscle or nothing, just be still lean. And when I started realizing, you know, that wasn't for me, I a lot of cardio is not for me. I still run and jump rope, but I mean not to the extreme that like I was when I was doing it with other people. So you got to find out what works for you. Even like, and I spoke of this before. You can go and work in a group of people, these boot camps and things like that, and you see other people changing, their body is changing, the structure changing, the muscle growth, and all this here, and nothing happening with you. It's probably because y'all all doing the same program, but then you and you different people, and you got different genetic makeup. So you can't just go and do the same thing everybody else do and think you're gonna get the same results because it doesn't work, you know. So uh, you have to realize that for yourself, and then once you know better, you should do better. Not gonna say you gonna do better, but you should do better. Uh, so I'm just got some small weight dumbbells here and everything. And what I usually do with them, I put it on my knee here, and what I do, I just do some dumbbell curls, on there, and they work well when I do these dumbbell curls. You can see right here, and that helps with my wrist, because a lot of times that you're typing and texting and everything like that, and you start feeling that in your wrist, that's because you don't exercise your wrist. You don't exercise that, and those joints need to be taken care of too. It's kind of one of the uh, most ignored uh, things that is, especially your forearm. As you see here, when I do that, it works the forearm, and forearms carries most of your power. Like if you carrying something here, you want to strengthen that forearm too. So you most definitely want to do that as you're doing it. So hadn't been counted, I think of roughly maybe 10 there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. As you do that, you want to tighten it up so you have that muscle tighten up. You want that muscle to jump up too. Boom, boom. You want that muscle to jump up as well. And let's get something else I want to show you, just in case you have some um, old paint buckets or something around the house, and you don't, and you're not into buying weights or anything like that. You say, well, man, I still want to work out, but I don't have any weights, or right now that's not in my budget. Okay, so this is a paint bucket. 2 paint buckets and everything. And what I found out, just working, with paint buckets, you can fill this paint bucket up, with water or whatever you want to fill it up. It's empty now. Brand new paint bucket I just bought. You can fill it up with water, whatever you want to fill it up with. And as you have those paint buckets, you can do curls with those paint buckets, with water, dirt, sand, whatever, however heavy you want to do it. You can do it with paint bucket. Get that paint bucket and do that curls. I don't have nothing in it, but you can see my bicep and everything flexing. So you can do those with paint buckets. You can take those paint buckets and everything and turn them over, get you some gloves, because that's that wire there, and just over your head, over the head with those paint buckets, over here. Then you can take them out here, and do up front, Yep. And work on those shoulders in, and you can take them out here and work on those shoulders too, outward, and that, you can work on those arms and the shoulders, and also work on those delts. So, this can work out. So you can and just getting some 2 paint buckets. Your neighbor may have some old paint buckets they don't need or whatever, and man, find them paint buckets and use them paint buckets as weight. Like I said, your health is your wealth. However you do it, whatever you use, that's all up to you. But I bet you one thing about it. Your body will thank you, in the long run, and you will thank your body in the long run for you taking the time out, to condition yourself, your mind, body, spirit, taking out. And like I said, again, working out is the number one key of stress reliever, tension, frustration. Take that thing out there. You can implement as you working out, get you some good punches in, and everything. Curl, punch, 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 and that'll work your joints out as well. Over your head, along your head, punch up, punch out, punch out. I'm doing it today because I'm seated, because a lot of times, we when we standing up, we get out of breath and things like that. So I'm just showing you can do a lot of things. You don't even have to get up. You can just do it in your chair, as you sit right there and work out. But again, Benetiology here. Your health is your wealth, mind, body, spirit, and soul. I hope you take it in and consume it. Let it be a part of your life, your everyday living. Benetiology again. I'm out.